Okay. Hi, Skeeter. Trying to get my chat popped out here. There we go. We should have Tara joining us here in a minute. If I did it right. So, Skeeter, how are you surviving this self-quarantine? There she is. Hey, girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, look at my hair. We're not live yet, are we?
Yes.
Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
How you doing today?
Doing good. I went and tried to fix me some dough to bake me some bread because you got me in the mood to bake bread yesterday. And I think my yeast got old, so it's taking a long time for it to raise.
Oh,
so
right. I'm
going to get time to raise, and if it don't, I'll just cut my loss and start over. I've got a fresh bag. I just didn't want to open it unless had to.
Did you have that other in the refrigerator or freezer?
I should have.
I was about to say, that's what they say to do. It's either fridge or freezer, and it lasts a lot longer. So I put my bag. I put them in 2 jars because I didn't have a big enough jar for the one big bag. So
right.
2 jars, and they're in the freezer.
That's what I'm going to have to start doing. I have just a regular, it's like a mason jar, but it's got the little orange seal that goes in between it like a gasket.
Right.
And see, when I had the kids home before, it was never a problem because I used it so fast that it didn't have time to get old. But now I'm going to start putting it in a freezer. Skeeter says he's taking his vitamin C. That's what I need to be doing.
Yeah, we've been making the kids do vitamins every day and fruit lozenges, the vitamin C. We gave Keith, my stepson, some vitamin C to take when he's not there. And we had some emergencies here. I haven't taken any for, I think, like a day or so, but I ain't going to go out either. So
yeah, that's true. But every little thing helps, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Skeeter, how you doing?
Did the boys get to try out that bread yet?
No, they'll try it later.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are still probably sleeping.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
They're still on spring break.
Right. So. I wish we got spring break.
Yeah. My sister, Holly, in South Carolina, I've been talking to her back and forth on Marco Polo, and they finally closed the schools for her, but they're going to take it as their spring break. But now the parents are mad because they're used to taking their spring break in April. So now and all those plans have now gone because they're going to have to be in school. And that's if school will start again, because now all the colleges have stopped for the rest of the semester. Everybody's online. So I'm thinking they're going to quit ours, and then my poor child ain't going to have his graduation. I'm going to be mad.
I'm worried about Chris too. He's really worried.
Yeah.
And it would suck after putting in all those years. And
I know Austin's worked his butt off this last year to make sure that he graduates and with everything that he needs.
Right. Well, that's the way with my niece. She's been going to college for years and years and years. Well, since she got out of high school.
Right.
And she's graduating officially this year with her teaching degree.
Oh,
and, you know, that would be a bummer to not get to walk across the stage. And, you know, like a lot of people says, even if you have to postpone it, give them the enjoyment of getting to walk across that stage because they really earned it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Matt about too. You know, I was like, I don't care if it's in August or July or whenever it's over, just as long as they're able to do it. Because that's just unfair. It really is. I've got his gown sitting here. I've got all the graduation invitations ready to go out, and now I'm not even scared to even send them out.
Think about the money tied up in that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's like $350 right there.
And at this point, I'm like, should I start saving back money to rent a tux for prom?
Yeah, see, our prom is supposed to be May 1st. Exactly.
But I figure err on the side of caution, and you can always use the $100 for something else.
Yeah.
Roll paper.
Yeah, we usually wait like a week or two right before prom before we'll go do a thing. So we're kind of last minute on that aspect.
Right.
But see, I wanted to do Tailgate and Tall Boys this year too, which is like our country stuff around here.
Right.
And that's not till like the end of July, 1st of August. But I'm scared to buy tickets.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what if it goes that far?
Everything's being canceled. I don't look for it to go away anytime soon.
Yeah, me either.
I really don't.
I don't either.
Peter says he's in Tampa near the older folks. Well, the older folks are at risk. Anybody with any kind of immune system problem, breathing disorder. My son has asthma. I worry about him.
Yeah, that gets them too. I had a friend on Facebook this morning. She has a heart condition. She's been really sick. She finally went to the hospital and she's got it.
Oh, love her heart.
Oh, buddy. And she's got 2 little kids. So she had to send her kids to her grandma's just because they are really not supposed to be around her either. And today's our little one's birthday.
Oh,
that sucks.
Breaking. But it's better to be safe than sorry, especially when it comes to your little kids. But the wonderful thing about social media now, and almost everybody has internet, you can FaceTime and stuff, but it's not the same. But it's better than years ago when you really didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
In your opinion.
Yeah. I have a niece in Wood River, Illinois, and I was talking to her mom yesterday, and she said that she told her that the boyfriend couldn't come over or whatever. I was like, well, that's what FaceTime's for. Duh.
Right. Hi, Rick. Hi, Deidre. I just now looked at my chat.
Oh, it just popped up on mine. So
my StreamYard, I guess it's just naturally slower than the YouTube one. Is that what you think too?
Yeah, I do. I usually watch for my phone. I don't have it on right now, but
I'll try to keep this YouTube one
popped
up so I can see it better.
I don't use StreamYards. I use OBS, and then if I want to do a panel, I do the Hangouts. I just add it to my OBS. That's the way me and Matt's been doing it. So.
I'm not confident enough to do that. I sort of learned how to do it, I think. But where I hardly ever live stream, I can get on StreamYard. Yeah. I've got hours to blow.
We were just more worried about people hacking us through the StreamYards because that's what we thought they were getting was the StreamYard. So I had my son put a VPN on my computer. So that's why I'm on. I won't get on StreamYards on my phone.
Right. Thanks, Rick.
Hi, Deidre. Hi, Rick.
Hi.
Hope everybody's doing well. Nobody getting sick. Yeah, I have my Germ-X. I ain't playing around.
The only hand sanitizer I have is a little pocket-sized one, and I save that for when I have to go out and stuff. But around the house is soap and water.
Yeah, that's why that's the only bottle of Germ-X we have. Period.
Better keep it hidden.
Yeah. So I kind of hoard it over here next to me, and there's soap in every bathroom, by every sink. So it's all hands.
The kids is where you have the problem. They get lazy.
Mm-hmm. You can tell it on the walls. Ugh.
Right.
I tell them to clean the bathroom, and then you see around like the switches and stuff, it's still all dark. I'm like, you didn't wash the walls?
Right. They don't think about that.
No.
Rick said he left the Dollar General, no hand sanitizer. No surprise. Did they have toilet paper, Rick? They say there might be a while before the trucks can even deliver any toilet paper. I say
our Dollar General did not have no paper towels and no toilet paper.
Right.
Because we were going to go buy some for the pantry, food pantry up here, because they were out.
Right.
We called them. We called the hardware store, and we called the Hy-Vee, just like 18 miles or whatever.
Right.
And they were out too. Everybody's out. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we got ours when we did.
Right. I'm going to try to do that grocery pickup at Kroger soon. I just wonder if my grocery list is going to get filled.
Yeah.
They've already cut back their hours.
So. Yeah, ours have to. Yep, ours have to. Yeah. And they're leaving the morning for the elderly. They've got it where it's like an hour or two. They'll open for the elderly first. And then everybody else can go in.
And I think all the businesses should follow suit with that.
Yeah.
We need to take care of our elderly.
Oh, yeah.
And anybody that's disabled or anything like that, that's, not able to get out.
I won't let my mama leave. I said, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I don't blame you. She don't need to get out in this madness anyway.
No.
I know my sister said that they went to their grocery store. I'm not sure which store it was, but it was a grocery store.
Right.
And she said even amid all this chaos, and she knows that people are afraid, she still tried to go out of her way to be polite, be considerate.
Yeah.
And she said even trying to put a smile on her face when she passed people still had stink faces. They were cussing, still grouchy towards her. You know, she tried to allow them room so they didn't feel threatened over what they might want off the shelf. And, you know, she said she heard even other people saying, well, might as well buy the last one. If you don't, somebody else will. But, you know, it's not about that. What if that next person needed it worse than you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister was almost out. She's like, I can't find any. I was like, well, if you can't find any, I will mail you some.
Right. But, you know, it seems like in hard times, it brings out either the best in people or to bring out the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get to see real quick. And, you know, this ain't nothing. If it gets harder and harder and harder, going to have to buckle down a little bit, you know, and be tough and vigilant, you know.
Yeah, that's why I made the bread, so I knew I could make it. You know, I don't want to have to worry about bread. You know, that's stupid. You know.
Now, when you made your bread dough, the texture of it, was it real soft, or was it kind of firm when you pressed in on it?
It was soft. I don't think I kneaded it enough because it did say knead for 6 minutes. And I tried my new dough hook, like I said, was telling you, and it didn't go down. It was just like only the edge of the top. So I was like, crap it, I'll do it by hand in the bowl.
Yeah. Right.
I took it out of the bowl and kneaded it because it was hurting my hand in the bowl. And my hands get I don't know why. They just hurt after so long.
I can't do it anymore either.
I still needed it outside the bowl, but I don't think I needed it enough. So it was a little heavy, but it's good. Me and Matt tried it last night, and it's good. So that's all I need to do is just knead it more.
One good way to test your dough is if it's soft to the touch. I mean, like really soft, but you don't want it to a point where it's sticking to your hand.
Yeah. It wasn't sticking after I added more flour to it. Thank God.
The softer your dough, the better it'll rise. And I don't even fool with that active dry yeast. I go with rapid rise.
Right.
It's less finicky. It's easier to work with.
Right.
And it's almost fail proof. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this active dry yeast did fine with the bread.
Yeah, it will.
Remember, because I asked you, I said, about how long would it take the rise? You said about an hour. And it did. It was an hour. And it was doubled up. I said, I sent you pictures. So, and it did good. And it added right into the mixture. I didn't have to do the stupid water into that, you know.
I don't have patience for it. I want simple.
I can't do that. I can't. That's what got me deterred from bread before, is because when I tried to do that, it just, I could never do it right because of the stupid warm water, you know. This one, it called to put the milk, butter,
the sugar,
and honey. I got honey in it. And put it in the microwave for 45 seconds. Stir it. Put it in there for another 45 seconds to get it lukewarm.
Right.
You know? And that's what I did. And it did fine. I actually had to do it 3 times because I had it in a silver bowl. So it kind of kept it still a little cold, you know, with the honey sitting on the bottom. But after the 3rd time, it was fine. So I like that.
Right. And the thing about bread, once you kind of get the feel for the dough, it gets easier and easier to make it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because I mean, still, this is like my 2nd time, not with that kind of bread, but my biscuits was my 1st time.
Right.
So this was my 1st attempt at making sandwich bread, and I love those loaves. I got those on Amazon, and they were the Wilton ones, and I love them. They're the longer ones. So
I got mine off Amazon, and I don't know, is USA Company or something? I'm not sure the name of them.
I like yours too, but I've seen those too.
Right. Skeeter says let your dough sit overnight and it'll be softer. Yeah, you can do that. Sure can.
I didn't know you could do that. That would make it rise more, wouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. Some people will make their dough up and just automatically put it in the fridge and allow it to rise overnight.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you put it in the fridge and let it rise, shorter time? That way it ain't quickly.
Well, actually, you're letting it rise longer, but it doesn't rise as quickly.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah. Now I've done that with dinner rolls. That's how I do my dinner rolls when I fix them.
Right.
But you know, I don't hardly eat a lot of bread anymore.
I really don't either. I don't. I'm more like the French bread and stuff like that. I don't eat like sandwich bread unless I'm doing French toast or whatever. So.
What kind of mixer do you have?
I have the KitchenAid, but I have an older one.
So you just needed a different model hook.
Yeah, I want your hook. Yours looks long like I need.
I'll send you the link to that later.
Okay.
I got mine on eBay. They're a lot cheaper.
Oh, okay. I might do that because
it's an off-brand. It's not the KitchenAid.
Yeah, well, mine wasn't the KitchenAid either. It was like an off-brand too. But I looked up my model number on my KitchenAid to see what kind of attachments it was, and it says that it fits, which they do fit, but they don't go to the bottom of the bowl. Even my new paddle, my silver one does fine that I got with it, but this new one, it don't go to the bottom. It just barely gets to the top. I'm like, this is stupid. It was aggravating me yesterday.
Well, what aggravates me about that is when you have to order something, you've got the anticipation of waiting, like, okay, it should be here such and such day, and then I'm gonna fix my bread.
Right.
And then like, dang it.
Yeah, I go to use it, and then I was like, crap. I mean, even in my video, I had to I just kept my video running. I'll edit all that out, whatever. Right. I was like, oh crap, I gotta switch my dough to my dough, and I switched it. I was like, oh crap, it's not working. Now I'm gonna have to do it by hand,
Right. It's doable, but I'm the same way with my hands. My hands start hurting, and in my shoulders. See, I used to do it all by hand, and I just be one day. My husband said, "You're getting an awfulest fix ever was," because I was fixing dough all the time because I had all the kids home.
Right.
And he says, "We're getting you a mixer. It's the best thing. One of the best things we've bought." Peter says, "Bread anxiety." Hey, it's a good way to work out your stress.
Oh,
if you have anxiety flaring up, get you some dough and work that dough. I'm serious. It helps.
Yeah.
It is therapeutic.
I was talking to Junior yesterday, and I told him, I was making bread or whatever. He's like, hey, go to this, I forgot her name. Oh, the Hillbilly Kitchen. That's what it's called.
I've heard of that.
Because you sent me to the Needy Homesteader. He sent me to the, and she has some good buttermilk biscuits. And that don't look hard. She made it look real easy. So that might be something else I might try too.
A lot of times people won't try a recipe just because it looks or when they look at the recipe, it looks too intimidating for them.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, that's too hard. I can't do that. But once you get in there and see somebody that has a simplified video, you realize, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
People just need to take the plunge. What have you got to lose by trying?
It's more the patience, like you really got to have patience with bread. And I don't have patience.
That's something you want to start early of the morning, especially if you want it by that evening.
Yeah. Actually,
that's not one of those things you're going to throw in there.
It didn't take that long. It really didn't. I mean, even cooling down, I waited way a lot longer than after it cooled down to cut into.
Oh, yeah. It takes forever for it to cool down.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, if you don't let it cool, when you go to cut through it, it just wants to ball up in the middle. You don't get a good clean slice.
Yeah.
And I've done that before.
And the crust wasn't crunchy like, I was scared it was going to be, and it wasn't. So
no, it'd be hard to get you'd have to really bake it hard and probably over bake it really to get it to be like that.
Right.
Well, you should start fixing pizza doughs for your boys now.
They said something about that yesterday too. They're like, Mom, you need to make pizza dough. I said, I know. Sanders got a recipe. I'll get on it.
Yeah. It's so easy, and it's really cheap to make compared to
we can freeze that too. Right? We can freeze the dough.
Yeah, but I've always fixed it straight out. I don't know how it would do in the freezer. Everybody says you can. I hate really saying you can unless I've tried it.
Yeah.
I think I did freeze it once, and I waited till about midday to allow it to thaw. Or no, I put it up that morning, and it was about midday around noon when I tried to pat it out. And it would pat out, but it wanted to spring back on itself. So I think really I probably should just set it out for an all day ahead and maybe fixed it the next day.
Oh, okay.
And but now here's another thing, Tara. If you do fix your pizza dough and as you're patting your dough out and it wants to spring back, just walk away from it for a few minutes and then go back because it allows that dough to relax.
Okay.
And then you can go back and finish.
Okay.
Rick says he's making brownies. Well, that sounds pretty good. I'm glad I'm not having to watch you eat them.
Right. No crap. Right. I thought about making brownies today too because we got a mix in there. So
Yeah.
my boys have been wanting some sweets. Austin's like, I want to make some cookies. I'm like, well, make some cookies.
Clean up the mess when you're done.
Yeah, no crap. Please. Hey, they had to clean up my mess from the bread yesterday. So
Oh, well.
I wiped all the counters and stuff off. They just had to do the dishes. So
Well, they'll get to enjoy it later, so small penalty
yeah.
they have to pay.
I think they'll like it. I think they'll love it actually.
Right.
And well, me and Austin were talking because he's the one that wants to cook and blah blah blah. And he was like, "Mom, you need a better KitchenAid or you need more attachments." I said, "Well, I've got 5 boys. Why don't you save up some money and buy me a new one?"
Right. What's
I mean, crap. y'all got more money than I do right now. So
Right. I know, right?
Yeah, excuse the yellow on my head. I hit my head that day I was cleaning the house, and the bump's finally gone down, but it's all yellow. I see it
You
on
have the luck, don't you, with banging your head on stuff?
Oh yeah, remember that day?
What you end up doing it next?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, see the scar right there? That was from the car door that one time. Remember, I think I threw back on Rick and said I just hit my head on the car door.
Right. I was teasing you mad of fighting over chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that was it. But yeah, I was cleaning a floor and I bent down. She had handrails, and right there I freaking hit my head. I'm like, whatever.
Right.
I had a bump on it, and I still was finished cleaning and stuff.
I was trying to help Mom get stuff out of the trunk of her car one day, and I guess the lid didn't go all the way up, and I was just rushing, trying to help her get her stuff in the house so I could come on home.
Right.
And I hit my head on that trunk, and I thought it was going to knock me out.
Mm-hmm. That kind of hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
This ain't hard heads make soft tails now.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's crazy. It's cloudy here and cold.
Did you see what Nixon said?
Oh, whatever. I know how to drive my broomstick there, buddy. Yeah, NASCAR van's gone. It's been gone. We sold that.
Yeah.
So now we're down to the Tahoe and the gray van. Well, he's still got his ice cream truck out there. He's got to put a motor in and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Drivable. All we have is the Tahoe and the van.
Yeah. Stray says, easy recipe, printer picture, perfect, easy cleanup. There you go. Hey, Rosanna.
That's laziness, Stray. It's laziness. Hey, Rosanna.
My son just went and bought a Farbird. Get some Pontiac. Yeah. It's pretty good. The body is on it, but the inside needs a real good makeover.
Oh, there you're right.
But he didn't get much for it, so he's hoping he can fix it up and flip it.
Yeah. Shoot, right now in these times, I don't know if you can be able to sell anything.
No.
I mean, I don't even know why they have like car dealerships and stuff open. What's the point?
Right. Well, when everybody's supposed to be staying in.
Yeah. I know I've seen people asking, well, why the daycare still open? I'm like, there are still people that has to go to work that have kids. Yes, the daycares kind of need to stay open, but stay clean,
Right. I think they've shut a lot of the daycares down around here.
Yeah, I think they're going to because, I mean, that's what people keep saying. Well, why the daycare still open?
Right.
Shit.
I know my son, he's off till April 6th, I think.
Ours is still the 30th right now, but I think they're going to extend it.
Yeah, I do too.
So, but hopefully they can still do the e-learning through that whole thing and get credit like they're supposed to.
Right.
But as I was, Matt was telling me that it's not supposed to count. I was like, well, this needs to count.
Right.
So especially for the seniors that are like right on the border of credits and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then one for my youngest son because he wasn't doing good last semester, so it's not going to average out very nice for him, and he might have to repeat
Right.
grade. And I don't want
Right.
that to happen. So that's what gets me.
Right. I know my internet on my end's probably pretty bad, but I've got a son in there playing his game, and you know how that don't mix well.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all can't hear the TV in the background here, but my mom's got
Yeah.
the voice on back there because she's
Yeah.
out of her
I
audio.
Right. But
This,
you know, as far as it's staying in the house thing, I stay home all the time anyway.
exactly.
And I only went out when I had to anyway.
Yeah. Like this is life for me, right? It's just
Right.
it's the boys being cooked up. But they said you can go outside, just stay 6 feet away from each other. Like
They
really,
just don't want everybody gathering together. But what
yeah,
about the beaches? They're not, oh, you can only be in clusters of 10 or no more than 10.
yeah, right. On the beaches thing, I know Matt was saying this morning that I guess one of the Florida beaches are still ain't closing. They say no because of spring breakers. Those spring breakers need to go home and do
Right.
spring break another time because this is
Right.
craziness. And they're
And
saying that's what the millennials. It's all the millennials.
Right. But here's the thing, a lot of people I've heard are using this time to go on vacation. That's like counterproductive of what
Yeah.
the reason behind it.
To go nowhere.
Right. Stay home. Roseanne, I didn't cut my hair. I've got, I buy that conditioner at the Dollar Tree. I think it's Salon Selectives. It's in the little cup that you twist the lid off. And I put that in the ends of my hair after I wash it. My hair's in terrible shape.
Oh, I love your hair. You can't really tell.
Well,
this is just putting it up wet.
the bad internet's hiding it.
See, my hair's so thick. This is what I do every day. So
I used to have thick hair, and it's gone by the wayside.
yeah.
Nixon, the president, just said we aren't doing any standardized testing the rest of this year. The kids are going through too much. Yeah, that's right.
So no, like SATs and blah blah blah. So
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Rosanna said you need a 6 foot. 6 foot, you need a bullhorn to have a conversation. Unless you got a big mouth like me, Rosanna, ain't no problem.
I know when I went to Casey's the other day to, grab cigarettes, grab my alcohol, whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, social distancing. So I backed up from the counter. I said, yeah, so how's this gonna work? I backed up on the counter if I'm 6 feet away from you,
Yeah, I think we need to get those little grabbers they use for like picking up trash and stuff. Here you go.
Right.
Shake hands with them.
That's crazy.
And where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Rosanna, our post office is still open at the moment.
Yeah, mine is too. So I don't know about walk-in service. So
yeah,
haven't heard anything, but I think it still is.
Nixa says they said the virus is killing twice as many males as females. Oh Lord, all these women gonna be fighting over these slim picking them in. I should make a joke of it. But,
yeah, leave the other one alone, though.
Yeah. Right now we're hearing everything, so who really knows?
Yeah, it's going crazy. I would have never thought to see this in my lifetime, but it's here.
Right. I mean, I take it serious, but you have to have a little bit of humor just to kindly deal with the stress and the worry, I guess.
Yeah.
Stray.
Crazy.
Every year seemed like it's something new.
Yeah. I mean, we had the Ebola, we had H1N1, and we didn't panic through those. So but I guess they weren't widespread spreading. They stopped it as soon as they kind of caught it.
Yeah. Well, I think I read something that said, I don't know how to say it, but like most viruses are kind of human related, but this is more geared towards animals, the COVID virus. So
Oh,
the
wow.
body doesn't know how to handle
Right. Right.
that virus because I think they said it got transferred like in a fish market.
Oh, wow.
So our body, which is used to human viruses, isn't used to animal viruses, which I know sounds crazy. So that's why the body don't know how to really defend
Right.
itself, and they don't have medicine for it.
I thought that
So
it wasn't hurting the animals, though. That's what I didn't get. You know, if it's an animal virus, but it's not hurting the animals.
Well, somehow it's mutated. It probably did hurt animals.
Right.
But it's just like with a lot of the reports, you'll hear one person that had the coronavirus, they'll say, oh, I just had a little cough, maybe a little fever. But then you'll hear another person say, oh, I was so sick, I was in the bed. So probably same with animals. And, who knows? It's hard to tell what will be next.
Yeah, I watched a European couple, and he was the one I couldn't breathe. It really hurt. It was really bad. I had it plus pneumonia on top of it. So you couldn't get any antibiotics because it's all viral. You have to let it run its course, unfortunately. So it's crazy.
Yeah, those are the people you really have to worry about if you've got pneumonia or COPD, anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get out if I didn't have to at all.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right. I know I've got an uncle that's got COPD, and he has to pack the oxygen around, and it makes me worry. And then I have a little cousin that recently was diagnosed with leukemia.
Oh.
So they were protecting him to begin with from any outside people coming in. So now I'm sure they're just worried to death because his immune system's really down. Hey, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Brittany says, I read that too, that it has evolved way too fast, that usually when they go from animal to human, it happens more slowly or something, that this happened much. Yeah, Brittany, they said it keeps mutating.
Yeah.
And they said as it continually navigates its way through the United States, it's going to continue to mutate. Yep. So even if they learn right now how to handle with the virus, it may mutate again and then have to start off from scratch again. Rick. You ornery thing.
Well, see, I heard yesterday they want the people that's already had the virus, that it has a clean bill of health, to come back in and give blood because they think that might help cure it too. So,
and then they're worried about the blood shortage too.
Yep. They said everybody. I mean, more millennials than anything. They need blood. So,
hi, Teresa. They said a lot of was to do with the shelf life, I guess is a way of putting it, for blood, that it only stays good for so long. And that's what got them worried.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you, sweetie.
Teresa, have you been using that little chaffle or waffle maker? I haven't had time to really get mine out and use it much. It's those people fixing those little chaffles, you know what I'm talking about? They're like a mini waffle.
Oh, I haven't seen them, no, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of like a new trend with everybody.
Oh, I got the big waffle maker. I used it the first time the other day, and it overflowed on me. I was like, oops.
Yeah, oh, I've done that so many times. It ain't funny. I tell you what to do is stick you a piece of parchment paper or something underneath your waffle maker. That way, when it does it don't go all over your counter and stuff.
Yeah, I had it all over the counter and everything. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah,
I still got 15 more waffles to make because there's 8 people in my household, so I'll just wait till the end to clean it up. I need a double waffle maker.
Yeah.
Make 2 at a time instead of just
one.
You've
got quite the crowd to cook for. See, I used to. I don't anymore.
Yeah, I still got a little while on that, hopefully.
Stray said Corona is the mad cow for humans. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to say it.
This is not making us that crazy.
Yeah. You overfilled it the first time, Teresa. I did too. Come on. That's the only way we're going to learn, right?
Right. Got to make a mess before you get it right. So
I always told my kids, if you make a mess when you're fixing it, that means it's going to turn out good.
Right. I'm going to try to do your Italian urban garlic bread tonight.
Yeah, Italian urban cheese. That's
Yeah.
real similar to the restaurant kind. You know, I'm talking about the sub
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
And my kids like it better, but the bread's got a different consistency,
Right.
but it's really good.
Yeah, I know. We was already crazy straight. Do you not see my name?
Nixon Post Tara's linked her channel in here if you're still here. Now you can take that seasoning mix that I use for that bread, Tara, and you can use that on spaghetti. You could put that on pizza. You could put you a little bit in olive oil to dip your bread in. You know how some people like to eat bread like that?
Oh, okay, right.
Use that seasoning for other things.
That's a good idea. I know you were saying that in your video. I had to rewatch your video the other day. Or yes, no, I was watching it last night when I asked you the question. So
right.
I was like, I gotta see how she did this. Because I bought that tray that you have, you know, the double that has the holes for the French bread.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see how you put it on there and stuff too. So
right. Let me see if I can find it, Pink. I'm gonna find Tara's channel real quick because I really want to post her link in here.
Oh, here I'll find the video for your.
Okay. I know a lot of people already are familiar with Tara, but if any of my subs watch this later, I definitely want them to check out her channel. Because that's what we do. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll have to click on it. No, don't say words. Okay, I'm gonna put up the part 2 because that's where
that's fine.
The video thing is. Now I'm gonna have to go to YouTube just to post something in the chat.
If it's a trouble, I'll find it. Thank you, Rick. Thumbs up.
I just wanted to do our video. So, because I was watching it on my phone.
Right.
Oh, what'd you do that for? Oh, I can't. I'm not a mod.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not blue.
Type in chat. You should be. Hey, I know you are. Let me see if I can do it from the. You were yesterday because I went in there looking because I was thinking about.
Oh, there I am. Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it don't matter to me. I was just letting you know I couldn't post a link in there.
Well, Nixon had his. Yours should have been there too, but you know how YouTube is.
I don't think YouTube likes me, so it's all right.
Did it show up for you though?
Yeah, I'm blue now.
Okay.
There it is. Okay.
Pink, that's a really good bread. And I also have a honey, I think it was a honey wheat bread, wasn't it, Tara?
Yeah, honey wheat, yeah. Yeah.
For sandwich bread, it's really good.
If I had the wheat flour, I would have done that too, because Matt likes the honey wheat bread. I just don't like bread. So
my kids ain't wild about it. I like it better than the white. Now, Tara, about that Italian herbs and cheese bread, if you don't have the pans, but you want to make the bread, you can lay that long ways side by side, like say if you make 2 loaves on a baking sheet. But the only thing is they're going to spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. They were going to be flat.
That would make it great for like sub sandwiches and stuff, though.
Yeah, but I got the tray. Like
so. You do? Okay.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it when I bought my loaves.
Oh, okay.
I need this too. Sandra has it. I need that.
But we like to make just a big giant, what is it they call it, submarine sandwich?
Yep.
And then just go down there and cut off whatever you want of it, you know.
Yeah. I want to learn how to make the sweet Italian bread that I could find at Kroger and stuff, because I would do that and cut it in half and add the cheese inside for like lasagna and stuff. And we like that bread. And that's kind of like the La Gondola torpedo sandwiches that we buy sometimes. So
I'm sure it's just a matter of what they're adding to their flour.
Yeah. It's probably all the same, you know, just shape it the way you want it. So
shape it, and you know, a little difference in the ingredients sometimes.
Yeah.
Teresa said, I'm going to have to learn to make bread. Went yesterday and could only find Texas Toast store. Honey, it's a wonder you can find that.
Right.
But speaking of homemade bread, this does make great Texas toast.
I should have my video up later. I just downloaded it all to my computer. I got to get it up on my editing program and get it all cut out and stuff.
Well, once you get it uploaded, let me know and I'll put it in my community tab.
Okay. I sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to try to do more. If we're going to be stuck at home, might as well.
Well, we got the time to do it now.
Yeah.
That's a good way to start doing things maybe you ain't tried before.
Yeah. Especially bread. That was something I thought I would never get,
Right.
It wasn't that hard. It really wasn't. Even without the dough hook, it really wasn't that hard. Just like I said, it just hurt my hands.
Right.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Just stirring spaghetti for a while or sausage gravy kills my hands. So I get the cramps like right there in the middle of my thumb and then my whole hand.
I've done that before.
Like,
I know. It's like getting them in your toes. You ever do that?
Oh, yeah. Most of the time that would happen to me is while I'm at work. I was like, okay, I got to take my shoe off. My toes are cramping.
I hate to do it when it happens when you're trying to drive.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get out and stretch your leg or nothing. You're like, oh, I'm going to die.
It did it to me a couple times when we were on our trip when I was driving. I was like, oh, my toes are cramping. Oh, that's not good. I can't get out.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, Pink. Nothing better than fresh bread or cookies bacon. Yeah.
Oh,
that bread was smelling good just at rising. It was smelling good. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait till you make the Italian herbs and cheese bread. It'll have your kitchen smelling so good. You'll starve waiting for it to get done.
I bet. I know my boys are going to be coming down. What you cooking, Mama? What you cooking?
And if you make your homemade pizza, it'll smell like a pizzeria. I love it. I really do.
That's a good idea on the pizza, though, with the Italian herb. Like put it on the crust at least.
Yes. And you can also cut that dough, pat it out like you would for a pizza dough.
Right.
And take your pizza cutter and go down through and make strips like breadsticks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lightly butter them or olive oil or a mixture of both and then sprinkle that stuff on them. Oh, my gosh. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to try that because me and Matt like the cheese sticks. They're probably like the Papa John cheese sticks, too. That sounds good.
They're a little bit more firmer, but they're really good.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Pink. I'm not gonna repeat that. I know how many babies are gonna be made during this time.
Thank goodness my factory's closed.
Yeah, mine too. They cut and burn mine. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, the factory done been tore down and burnt.
Right.
I put in my time the way I look at it.
Matt was being funny. Was the other night. He's like, "Come on, we can have another baby." I said, "No, we can't. I'm not." He's like, "No, just put a little tube in there." I said, "No, no."
Not unless he's willing to have the next one.
Yeah, no crap. You carry him and no.
Yeah, my poor daughter-in-law, she stayed sick the whole time. I felt so sorry for her.
I never had that. I never had that with any of my pregnancies.
Right. I did with the twins now. Oh my gosh, I stayed so sick. But finally it did go away. But that poor girl, love her heart, it didn't ever went away.
Oh, that's sad.
She was getting sick when she was in labor even.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would never want another kid.
Yeah. I'm enjoying my grandbaby. Don't get me wrong. I'm at the age now I'm ready to enjoy the grandbaby.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
It's just less stressful.
Yeah.
Now, Tara, if you need to go, I'll let you go. We can.
No, you're good. Keegan's just walking in the door. I think him and Dad are going to go.
Is he upstairs?
Yeah, he's upstairs. Keegan's going to take him out to work today because he knows I don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, because the corona,
Yeah. And there's really not anything for me to help him do, really. I would just like stand there and watch him do whatever,
Yeah, and then you could be home getting something.
Help. So, but we got to watch Keegan. He has had a cough and had a headache. So, but he's always had kind of a cough. So
Right. But it's kind of that time of year where everybody's allergies are kicking in anyway.
yeah.
So it's kind of normal. I had the crud last week, but I do this every year about this time.
I always have a runny nose. It seems like it never stops. That's why you see me doing this a lot,
Oh, I do that a lot too. When mine starts, it's like a little faucet starts turning on.
It's barely turned on and keeps dripping.
Enough to aggravate you. It feels like it's hanging right there.
And I hardly ever have any tissue, so I keep like a piece of paper towel.
Right. Whatever's handy.
Yeah. Sometimes my sleeves, I have to wash my sweater.
Hey, if it's getting ready to run off your face, you got to do something.
Yeah, I gotta grab something. This is my around the house sweater. Y'all see me a lot in videos in this, and now it's got a hole in the shoulder. It's like almost coming.
I like your sweater.
I was like, it's still comfy.
You know what? The clothes that's the most worn out is the most comfortable. You get no t-shirts got holes all over. It's the softest thing ever.
This thing is my go-to.
Yeah. My go-to is my PJs. Yeah. I've got cut-off shorts on right now because it's warm here today. But normally I'm in my PJs.
I don't have to go out. I'm in my PJs.
Right. If I go out and walk the dog, it's their fault if they look.
Yeah. Now, see, I'll go to, like I said, I'll go to Casey's and I'll go to Dollar General right here in my town in my PJs, but no further. If I'm going further, it's jeans. Right.
Well, me and my son, we rode into town and he was driving. I said, well, I ain't going to change for that. I said, you can do the running in and out part. I'll sit in the car. It'll work good.
That's the way Matt is. Hey, Ron, I missed you coming in.
The only thing that worries me is like if you was in a wreck or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that ain't too bad because they just see me in my PJs.
Right. Yeah.
But how many people's rushing back home to get in theirs? So I don't worry too much about it.
People were not giving me crap about being in my PJs up at Casey's. I was standing outside talking to one of the ladies that I know that works there. Everybody's like, I love your jammies. I love those. Where did you get those? I was like, I don't know. My old man got them for me a couple years ago. So
I wear anything like that till I wear it completely out.
Yep. Whenever they don't fit me. Yep. Or they start getting bigger holes in them.
Yeah.
So I've got these. He bought me some Jack ones last year, but they're not as fluffy as these, but they're nice. Those are about my main two ones I love to wear.
Right.
So I have to keep them washed at all times too.
Well, when it's cold outside and the wind's blowing, I have to walk the dog. Those pajamas keep my legs warmer than jeans. They knock the wind off better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, people just going to deal with looking at me, which I'm kind of in a rural area, and all my neighbors is pretty well related to me. So.
Yeah, my kids see me in my PJs all the time, so I ain't even worried about that.
Right.
If y'all really look at my videos, you can see me in my PJs too. If I got it, focused like that. I think you can see a little bit when I put up. So it was like, whatever.
Right. Pink's asking you something.
Want me to sew them for you, Tara? I'm in the whole fixer. I don't have any yet that need to be sewn, but when it gets to that point, Pink, I might let you.
I take everything to Mom that needs sewed.
I used to, but I can't no more.
I know. I hate it with a passion.
Yeah, I used to hate it. I used to make, when she lived in North Carolina, I used to make piles, and I'd PM her, I'd be like, Mom, you got a pile of fix-its here. Come on.
Right.
She would even do the patching on the jeans, when they got holes in them, patch them up for me.
My mom, she could do anything when it comes to sewing.
Yeah. I've wanted to learn before, but I don't now. I don't know why. It's not something I want to do.
Yeah, you have to be settled down, have the nerves and the patience for it. And I don't have those. I don't have those.
I fix little tears, like if they get a hole underneath their shirt or a button taken off.
I definitely will sew a button on.
Yeah, I got to fix a big old tear in one of the play jackets, which I'll just fix it, where it ain't open. Right. It don't look pretty. It's a
play in that and tear it up anyway. Yeah. Rick, it's about 72 here, so you got a speed on the temperature.
70. Oh, it must be nice, both of you.
Pink says her family was a naked family. Mom always cleaned in panties and nothing else. Sometimes not even that. Dad sat around his underwear.
Not us. Not us. We got too many boys around here.
Yeah.
No. It is 40 here. Feels like 33. So forget about that.
Gosh.
Must be nice.
Yeah. I ain't gonna complain.
It's redonkulous with 12-mile-per-hour winds at that.
Now it is windy and gusty here today, but it's so warm. It's only thing's gonna do is blow your hair all over the place.
Right. I would love to have the warm weather. I'd be outside.
Yeah. Rosanna said she's got 39 degrees.
Oh, Rosanna, yeah, poor thing. You should be on total lockdown. You probably can't go nowhere. Most states like covered in it. Right. So if you didn't like it, don't look or move out.
Right.
Right. No, I'm good on that. I'll stay in my room maybe, but I ain't walking around like that. Not till everybody's out of the house but me and Matt. And I know nobody's coming over.
Right. My feet stay like ice.
Mine used to, but they don't no more. It's my hands. They usually stay.
Right. You know those little digital thermometers that you can, I guess they're a laser thermometer. You can point at something and tell what the temperature is. My feet was so cold one day. My husband ran and got that thermometer, and I think he said it's read like 68 degrees.
Oh, right.
I'm like, surely they're not that cold, but they felt like ice. They really did.
Oh, yeah. I used to have that a lot, but I always had my slippers on.
Yeah.
So they usually stay warm.
I can have socks on and everything, and they're still cold. I think it's a circulation problem.
Yeah, it might be a little bit. Ooh, that's cool. Pink. Battery operated heated socks. I want some of those. Even though my feet don't stay cold. I just can't walk on the cold hardwood floor without something on my feet. So, because we don't have a basement, we have crawl space, so it's cold right there.
Right. When I was growing up, we had them. They was the real hardwood floors, not like what we call the hardwood floors now.
Yeah.
And I remember my sister was running across the floor, and she got a big old splinter. I think it was about that long.
That's what we have to watch out here for here, because these harder floors. I mean, they're so uneven.
My sister was crying, and Mom had to get it out, with the needle. And I remember sitting there to myself, and I was like, Lord, please make it easy on her. I was saying a little prayer for her.
Rick, the brownie's ready, but we can't have none. Hush.
You didn't bring enough for the rest of us. Just don't even bring them.
Right. Make sure you add some ice cream to the top of it, though.
I love to take fresh baked brownies, put a little scoop of vanilla ice cream on it, a little bit of like a whipped topping, drizzle that chocolate on it, make it look real pretty. It's rich.
Yeah.
It's rich, though.
I know the boys were asking yesterday, Mom, do we have ice cream? I said, no, we do not have any ice cream. I do not have room in my freezer for ice cream.
I need to get in my freezer and organize it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to come out.
Yeah, I do too.
Organize it so there's room for other stuff to go in.
Yeah. I've got 2 turkeys in my freezer. I have a whole turkey and then like a turkey breast. I need to do something with at least one of them. And then I have the leftover turkey and leftover ham from Thanksgiving. That can go in the garbage.
Right.
So, because it's all freezer burnt. Those bags weren't doing very well.
Right.
I want to get a food saver.
They're nice. I saw a video where somebody did a hack with the, it was the Glad Ziploc bags.
Mm-hmm.
Bags, however you say it. And of course they were the freezer bags, but he took, I'll send it to you later, but he basically cut, you know how at the top of those bags, they've got the little blue line, but it's not where it zips. It's up above it.
Oh, right.
So you cut from the zipper up off.
Right.
Then you cut those little thin lines that's at the top of the bag. You cut those off, and then you separate them and cut them into little, you go like up through the middle of them, cut them. So you got like 4 little pieces.
Oh, okay. Right.
So when you put your food saver bag in there, or your Glad freezer bag actually, you lay those little strips vertically to that horizontal line, and that allows that to suck the air through it. So you can use the Glad freezer bags instead of having to spend more money on the
those stupid
food saver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he showed it, and it worked. Now, the only thing he had to do, he did have to, it had already sealed and it still wanted to run, so he had to push the stop button on it.
Oh,
but he was doing like sliced cheese. It looked like it did perfect for that.
Right. I'm always scared to put cheese in the freezer because when it comes back out,
it won't hurt it.
I did it once and it came out too like more crumbly, so I guess I didn't get all whatever out.
Did you freeze it like a block or slices?
A block.
Yeah, block cheese will do that.
Okay. Yeah. So you had to slice it up first and then freeze it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I've took the straight slices and put them right in the freezer and get them right back out. They do good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a block.
Now, the block cheeses is okay if you're going to crumble that cheese, like, say, for pizza or topping something to melt it. Rosanna said she loves her food saver. I've got one. I hardly ever get out and use it. I need to probably put it to use more often than I do.
Yeah, we want to get one. And also we want to get the attachment, you know, they have the little hose on the side or whatever where you take it off for the jars.
Right, right.
We can do like our dry ingredients and stuff.
Right.
So, but they're still like $140, $150. I don't have that kind of money right now.
Right. Rick says he needs to get one of those things. So I'm still sucking air out with my lips. You're good at it, Rick. Just keep at it. Save some money.
Get a straw.
Yeah. Hey, you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I press it against my body. That's how, you know.
Right.
My boys just like, you know, zip it up. I'm like, get the air out.
They say you can lay stuff down in a bowl of water and let it slowly sink, and it will pressurize the water out of your bags that way too. I've never tried that though. Yeah. Everyone needs a hobby, Rick. That's right.
Oh, put the marshmallow in the jar and then vacuum seal it. That probably is funny.
I've never thought to do that.
Yeah, me either.
That's all marshmallow is pretty much air.
Roseanne, I don't have counter space to leave stuff up on my counter. I just don't have it. I told Matt I want your stainless steel countertop. That's what I want. I want that stainless steel.
I got that at Sam's. I wished it was a little bit wider though.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Rosanna, you be safe and have a good one.
Have a good day, Rosanna. Yeah, keep your mouth covered, or hand sanitizer. Wash hands.
You know, I know it'd be tricky with bread as far as vacuum sealing, but I wonder if it would still be possible, even if it was for a short amount of time.
I think it could be,
because you know it's going to
vacuum seal it too much, maybe.
Right.
I mean, but you can still freeze them in their bread bags.
Right.
So I saved a few bread bags just to put the bread I made in instead of ordering some, you know. I was like, I'll just save these few for right now.
Right.
But if I get more into it, I'm going to have to buy bread bags.
So. The thing about the bread bags, the trouble I run into, a lot of them are not long enough for the standard loaf of bread.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of too. That's why I haven't ordered any. Yeah.
Just cut it in half, throw it in a freezer bag. Save you some money.
Yeah.
Because those little bread bags are kind of thin anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. They look like, you know, pure, thin plastic.
Yeah, they are. They're real thin.
Like the, look of them. And that's why I didn't order none. I was like, when they get rid of this bread, I'll just,
Now, those would work great for like the short pans. But where you mean the long ones?
Yeah.
They don't do very good.
Well, Pink, you got my Google. I wish I had a nice big kitchen, but I don't. Mine's small. Well, not small, but everything's in there. The table's in there, and all I have is a little bit of countertop. We haven't got it done.
Right.
I really want it over here. I want this all open because this is my living room here, and I got my sunroom here, and then that's the tool room right now. There's a wall, but we can take down that wall because we have a header above it.
Right.
So it's not weight bearing. Take out that wall, and I want my kitchen back there, opened up into all of this.
Really, everybody needs a big kitchen. I think that's more important than a big living room.
Yeah. Matt's always like, you need Austin to help you cook, blah, blah, blah. I said, two people is in my kitchen.
Tripping over each other.
Yeah, just stay out. Let me do what I need to do.
Right.
It always seems like I go in the kitchen and somebody wants to come in. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, I got to get something to eat. Well, you should have thought about that before I walked in the freaking kitchen.
I always run them out of mine.
I'm like, get out. And then yesterday when I was trying to do a video, they come walking downstairs. Hey, Mom. I'm like, shut up.
I've got one that's always on the Xbox, and you know how they start raging and getting into the game and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Right. Have to put out the background.
I even moved my refrigerator out of my kitchen into another room just to clear out and make more room in my kitchen. I can't stand clutter.
Oh,
I mean, if it's organized stuff, I can handle it. But when it starts, I don't know. I just don't like the clutter.
Yeah, mine's a maze to even walk through, it seems like. Because, I mean, we were walking in the small doorway as it is, and I've got crushed cans here, and then trash can here, and then the table there, and the refrigerators. And we got 2 refrigerators in our kitchen because I need freezer space. So we got 2 refrigerators over there. It's a mess. And the pantry and blah, blah, blah.
Right. That's one thing that does worry me if we ever lost our electric, all of our freezer food.
Yeah, Matt's trying to get our generator working. He thinks it's the carburetor, so he's going to order one and hopefully it gets here before all the madness becomes. So.
Pink, you don't have me on Facebook, but if you have something you want to share, you can put it in Rick's one group on Facebook Messenger. You could post it in there. Me and Tara are both real particular about our Facebook. We have just basically family. It's not nothing personal.
I don't do a whole lot of YouTube people.
Yeah.
I know. Unfortunately, I just seen Star Tracker try to add me to Facebook, and I
don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah.
It's not about protecting me. I'm not worried about me, but my kids, my grandbabies, I like to try to protect them.
Well, a lot of my family don't even know I have YouTube. And I really don't want them in this situation. I don't want them coming up in here, especially with all the drama and all the stuff that's already going on.
Stuff that's not related to what you're doing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I finally told my sister the other day about my YouTube, because she was asking about some recipe or whatever. I was like, here we go. Just get on my YouTube page.
Right.
I said, just don't go watch the live streams, okay?
Well, if you want to go watch it, do it. Don't come back and criticize if it's something you don't like.
Yeah. She was like, oh, I like how you were so proper. Well, thanks for coming to my channel. And,
well, you do try to be nice,
Right. I was like, well, that's just the YouTube way to do it. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're grouchy to people, who wants to come around then?
Right.
You waiting on me to fix you something to eat, Chris?
Pink, if you have Sweet Girl on Facebook, you can go there. Just message me. Don't try to add me as a friend. You should be able to still message me on the Messenger, even if we're not friends.
Well, that's true. And I've also got the Gmail. I think it's on my page that you can email me too. I'd love to correspond back and forth with you.
I'll say she has me on Google.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. Oh, here's her new piece. Here, I'll show it to you.
Oh, it's so pretty.
She said that's her new piece, but she don't know what color to paint it. Sorry, my phone's dirty. But
probably like a teal maybe, or an aqua or a turquoise.
Yeah.
I love that color.
That is pretty, Pink.
7 layers. I like it. I wish I had patience to make stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not crafty like that. I'm not crafty at all. I'd rather go cook than bake.
If I'm in the mood to do crafty stuff, I can do it. But other than that, it just, nah, I can't settle down enough.
I'll say I've liked your gift baskets and stuff like that you've done.
Yeah. It's a good ideal pink.
Yeah, that is good. I like those colors too. Yep. I
It's
love
about
teal.
wide.
Yeah, I like that color too. That would be pretty on the wall, though. That would be pretty. Maybe put that in the center, maybe pictures around it, you know. Oh, I got a Dollar General like beauty bag the other day. Nothing in it really. It was just like the coupon book. But I forgot. It's like one of those things from the Passion of Savings on Facebook you click on and it's
Right.
You know, a bag.
Right.
Well, okay. I forgot I did that.
I had me a new set of dishes ordered just from the Dollar Tree website, and I think they're supposed to be in like next week. Well, I got an email from them saying that they canceled all their extra orders.
That sucks.
Yeah, and I might be able to go to my Dollar Tree, but more than likely they'll either have just one of them there or they won't have them at all.
Yeah, yeah. I know we've been going back and forth to Dollar Tree and wanting to get some dishes, and I'm like, I don't like these. I just don't.
Yeah, and I don't want to spend $5 for one plate.
Yeah, no. We've seen a set at Costco that we liked, and they were more the plastic, but they look glass or the
melamine.
Yeah, so
say that word.
I'm not going back to Costco right now, anyways. But
those are handy for like the kids when they have sandwiches and stuff. But they're also good. I like to use those for like presentation in my videos.
Right, right.
But
well, they've been breaking my dishes.
So
I don't have a full set anymore. I don't have a full set of nothing anymore because of my kids.
Little hoodlums. That's the way mine was always.
Yeah. Every time I come downstairs, I like crash. I'm like, what'd you break now?
Yeah, we can never have a good furniture. Like living room suit, the kids, we waited till they all got out of school to go buy a new one.
I don't even let them sit downstairs, really, because I have all leather furniture.
All right.
No, you ain't even sitting on my stuff if you don't have to, right?
You better not have nothing sharp in your pockets.
Exactly. Yeah. I know when the dogs come downstairs, I have to put a blanket on there. That way they're not scratching out. So I'm like, you
That's the first thing they want to do.
They do. And they'll dig at the blanket, too, to try to get it perfect where they can lay down. I'm like, stop.
Right. They got to bunch it up.
Yeah. Stop digging in the crap.
Pink, what I hate is when you don't take the time to do that and you go buy something that you already had.
Yeah.
Like doubles.
Yeah.
I've got a tote full of stuff from Dollar Tree that I've never used after buying it.
Yeah. I've tried not to buy the stupid stuff that I know. Like if I think, oh, I could make this into this, and then I ain't never going to. No, we ain't buying it.
That's my mistake. I'm like, I think I'm going to fix this or that. And what happens is you'll find some of it that you look for, but you won't be able to find it all.
Yeah.
And then it just lays there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to break myself from that.
Yeah. That's the way Matt is with like the tools and stuff. He's been getting double because he'll lose it or misplace it, and he'll have to go buy another one just for a job that he needs it for, and then he'll come back home. Oh, there it is. So we got 15 hammers and 22 tape measures. Just
tell him to go to AutoZone and rent a tool. But my husband, he's bad for laying stuff down, forgetting.
Yeah. That's the way he does sometimes. It's just when he had people working for him too, they put them in a different spot so he can be able to find it or whatever.
Can't keep up with nothing.
Yeah. And now with us moving vehicles, like all of my stuff from my van is now sitting in my sunroom. So I mean, there's no room for nobody to sit down in there anyways right now. But I'm like, I'm so sick of this clutter mess. It's everywhere.
It does. It runs you nuts, don't it?
Yeah, it's everywhere. Like there's no couch to sit on in this house.
Right.
No couch. It's either full of boxes and like I still got my summer stuff for my couch and stuff outside laying in here, because I have nowhere to put it. It's always been put outside every day, and now I don't know where to put it.
I've got 2 bedrooms full of stuff that ain't even my stuff. It belongs to the kids. They moved out, but they left their crap behind.
Oh, that's the way it is with Matt's parents. They got all of Brittany's old stuff, when she moved
Right.
out, but it's all out in the garage. But still, it's taking up the whole garage or the attic in the garage and whatever.
Take a box or two each trip you make, eventually get out of there.
Yeah. I was thinking
It's there.
when she came down to visit, she needs to go through a box or two while she's down here and be like, I don't want this, I don't want this,
Right.
Because when they it's going to be our problem.
Well, as long as their stuff's been in there, they haven't used it, so is it even important?
Yeah.
But I don't want to be public enemy number one for going in there and tossing it.
Yeah, I got you.
That's sort of war in the household. Right.
I have them they have a little tote in their room that they keep their little memorabilia or whatever in that they want to keep. And then I have, of course, all their bank statements and paycheck stubs I keep myself down here. So I'm like, I got to have those. You keep whatever you want. Let Mom keep the important stuff.
Right.
So.
That's funny, Pink.
I dare not touch Matt's stuff. I have to ask before I throw anything away.
I refuse to put anything up for my husband or sort through it if it's got his name or anything he's going to use, because I'm so forgetful now.
Yeah.
This is on you. You go lose it on yourself.
Mm-hmm. I got you there. I know sometimes he's like, where did you put that? I'm like, I didn't touch it.
Right.
No, I didn't.
Well, like I told Steve, I said, I'm the one who has to be the secretary and the bookkeeper and all this and that. But when one thing goes missing, it all comes down on me. I'm like, no, you're a grown adult. You can keep up with stuff too. It's easy to let somebody else do it, then you can gripe them if something goes missing.
Yeah. I know Matt hates when the kids go out in his barn and mess with stuff, and then stuff's laying around and whatever. Don't go in my garage no more. You can't put stuff up. Like Josh
Steve would always tell me when the boys were younger, keep them out of my garage. Keep them out of this. Don't let them touch it. I said, well, keep it locked up and keep it put up because I ain't got time to keep up with them.
Yeah. It's hard to keep our garage locked up at the moment. We're still working on it. So, I mean, it's a 3-stall barn, really, and we can't even get in it because of all the Matt stuff in there.
Right.
I mean, he finally had a place where he can bring a car in and just be on the edge of the door and in the garage where he can work on stuff. But still all dirt. I mean, there's no concrete in there or nothing.
Right. I tell you, if he could find him some good pegboards to hang up on the wall, that'd be great for hanging his tools and stuff up.
Yeah, he's got one pegboard over here sitting in my sunroom, but he's got 2 little man-made sheds inside the barn that he built. One's just for all his outdoor tools, whatever, and then he made one with a door and window in that he goes in to stay warm and stuff while he's out there. But he's still got to do the back wall because of the roof still leaking. So he wants to finish the back wall before he puts that stuff up. So
right.
But he does have pegboard on the back porch here too that he's got stuff hanging on to.
Right.
He's got two tool rooms here and then the whole barn.
Well, it still ain't enough.
Yeah, no, huh? All I have is my attic and everything around here.
Right.
So I've got to get my attic cleaned out. It's a freaking disaster mess. So
yeah, there's always something to clean.
Yeah. My boys better be cleaning their rooms. Nasty boys.
I'm sitting there thinking about that dough in there. Wonder if it's ever right. If it ain't risen by now, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I probably need to get off and go check that and start getting something done.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, thanks for having me up. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. We'll have to do it some more. I just wish my internet was better,
Well, you'll get there. They'll get that fiber optic out to you soon enough.
I don't know. I'll probably be dead gone by then. No time to live stream my funeral.
Remember, I was telling Stray while he was up here that they were, heading that way. They just got to his town maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I was like, oh, now you want to go.
That's the way it goes. But I thank everybody that's come in and joined us, and been fun. Maybe we can do it again.
Yeah, just let me know. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.